my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I have missed you guys so much. I know, first of all, I want to say I'm sorry for my absence. Second of all, I want to say I really hope you guys don't mind that I am totally unclassy right now and I'm wearing two different colors and looks on my face. And third of all, college makes you so incredibly messy. At least it makes me messy and unorganized, and ooh, I kind of blend in with my background. I'm like a floating head. So I know I say this a lot, but I really do hope you guys enjoy these tutorials. Let me know which one is your favorite. Let me know which one you will wear sometime soon. Anything. I would love to chat with you guys once again because I do love you guys so dearly. And well, if you guys want to know what looks I created, please keep on watching. As always, my beauties, before starting off on any makeup look, of course, remember to prime your eyelid, and I am using Urban Decay's Primer Potion in Original. I always like to start off with simple makeup looks and then build my way up to more dramatic makeup looks. So for this first look, it is simple. I want to make it more appropriate for school and possibly an everyday look. I am starting off with the Naked palette using Buck and Naked, mixing them together, and with a blending brush. I begin to apply this to my lid. So moving on to my Coastal Scents 88 Metal Mania palette, I am using a light brown champagne. I am applying this shadow to my lid. So of course I use Virgin as my highlight for my brow bone. Now for the liner, I am using Tarte Amazonian Clay Gel Liner. And for this makeup look, I am creating the line a little bit thinner than usual. I try to stay as close to my lash line as possible. Once I get to the outer corner, I create a small wing. I am going to curl my lashes, and this time I am adding a little bit more focus to mascara. So I definitely want to make my eyes appear a little bit more awake and apply on the bottom lashes as well. Now moving on to the rest of the face, I am using Trace Gold by MAC. Now to add the final touch, I am using Revlon's Lip Butter in Sugar Plum. So my beautiful people, this is the final look. This next look is perfect for the fall season, and I believe it complements brown eyes really well because I do incorporate purples and gold shadows in this look. So I really hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. To get started on the look, I am using Buck from the Naked palette, and with a blending brush, I simply apply this all over my lid. Next, to highlight my brow, I am using Coastal Scents 88 Metal Mania palette, and I am using this light champagne color right here. And I apply that underneath my brow. For the lid, I am using this dark purple plum, and with a small brush, I am simply applying this to my entire lid. While applying this on my lid, I leave the inner corner alone because I do want to add a lighter color there. But now with a blending brush, I do begin to blend the purple shadow out. Then with a different shader brush, I am going to use Buck once more and mix it with Dark Horse. And this will be my crease color. And when I apply this shadow on my crease, I do begin to do a wind wiper motion. And just like my brow highlight, I am going back with that gold champagne color. And with a clean small brush, I do begin to dab that onto my inner corner. And now for the liner, I am using Tarte Amazonian Clay Gel Liner. And with a small brush, I am creating a thick line, but I go thinner once I get closer to my inner corner. This time around, I am not creating a wing. I am simply going to darken up the outer corner. So I kind of round out my eye shape. Then after I am done finishing off my stubby little tail, I poke my eye and I create to fill in my waterline. I go in with Creep, a black eyeshadow, and I apply this on my lash line. After the shadow and the liner has been completed, I am now going to curl my lashes. As always, I do apply mascara. To finish off this look, I am using MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle. For lips, I am wearing Revlon's Lip Butter, and this is in Sugar Plum. As you guys can tell, this is the final look with the actual brown eye color, and I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. For this third makeup look, I decided to create a makeup look for all my beauties out there who love clubbing or just like going out somewhere to party. So I first start by applying a piece of tape to the outer corner of my eye. To begin with the shadows, I use Buck from the Naked palette and Naked, mix them together, and with a blending brush, I begin to blend this above my crease. Next, I move on to Coastal Scents 88 Metal Mania palette, and I will be using this gray dark eyeshadow, and I am applying this on my lid, and I go just a little bit above my crease. Now with a blending brush, I begin to blend the two shadows together. Next, I take my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, and I dab it onto my inner corner. Now to make this darker, I want to use Gunmetal from the Naked palette instead of the original eyeshadow. So I'm just using a brush and applying that over the shadow on my lid. Remember to leave the inner corner alone. Now to intensify the look, I am using Blackout from the Naked 2 palette. And with a pencil brush, I am applying this on my crease. And I first focus the shadow on the outer corner, and then I drag the shadow towards the inner corner. Now for the glittery aspect of this tutorial, I am using NYX Liquid Crystal Liner, and this is in Crystal Silver, Crystal Gunmetal. And I am not exactly applying it directly at the applicator, apply it to my finger, and I begin to apply this only on my lid. Now with a different glitter, this is in Crystal Silver, and with this product I am applying it directly on my inner corner. Once I am done with the glitter products, I remove my tape. And for the liner, I am using Tarte's Amazonian Clay Gel Liner. And for this look, I am applying it pretty thick, so I begin, of course, in the middle. And once I get to the inner corner, I create a thin line. Once I get to the outer corner, I create sort of a wing. And I am using the tape line as my guide. Now that I am finished with my top liner, I am now going to fill in my waterline. I know it looks a little bit messy, but now with Blackout, a black shadow, I take a small brush and I apply that on my lower lash line. And this will definitely give it a smoky effect. Now I am going to curl my lashes, apply mascara. After adding mascara to my eyelashes, I then applied some false eyelashes to add that intense effect. Now to complete the look, I am using Breath of Plum from MAC, or by MAC. Now the last thing is lips. So for lips, I am keeping it a little bit natural and just simple because the eyes are a little bit wild right now. So I am using Revlon's Lip Butter in Creme Brulee. As you guys can tell, this kind of adds like a sexy, kind of mysterious look for brown eyes, and it's like, ooh. For this next look, I did want to create something inspired by fall, and I think this look is perfect for brown eyes because I do incorporate browns, greens, and golds, typically colors that do complement the brown eye color. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Before applying any eyeshadow, I do apply a piece of tape and I put it at an angle. To begin with the shadows, I am using Buck from the Naked palette, and with a blending brush, I apply this on my entire lid and I blend upwards. Now for the next eyeshadow, I am using Coastal Scents Metal Mania palette, and I am using this dark brown color. And with a small pencil brush, I do apply this on my crease, and I stop at the middle of my lid, and I blend this to my outer corner. And I begin to blend it out just a little bit. And then to create a sharp edge, I smudge this along the tape. And now for the other half of the crease, I am using a yellow gold eyeshadow. And with the same pencil brush, I do apply this on the first half of my crease. And I do blend this downward towards my inner corner. Next, I am using Blackout from the Naked 2 palette. I do apply this on the outer corner. I stop blending the color once I get to the middle of my crease. And then I go back to my outer corner and blend that out. Once again, I am creating a sideways V shape, dragging the shadow along the tape. Then I do use a fluffy blending brush and I blend out the edges. I am using Foxy from the Naked 2 palette as my highlight color. For this look, I am using a green base, and this is MAC's Pigment in Gilded Green. Now with the small pencil brush, once more, I am applying that on my lid. As you guys can tell, this does look a little bit way too bright for fall, so I got you. I am using a dark olive green from Coastal Scents. I am going to just apply this on top. Because I do want to make this a little bit darker, I am going back with Blackout on my outer corner. Because I do want to add some glitter to this, of course, NYX Liquid Crystal Liner in Dramatic Sparkle. No, that's totally a lie. Crystal Silk. I am applying this on my finger instead of directly on my eyelid. I do slightly just dab it onto my eyelid, and I do only apply this to the green part. Now I am moving on and I am removing the tapes with a small angled brush. As always, I do start off by applying this on the center first and then moving straight to the outer corner. And once I do get to the inner corner, I do start to thin out my line. Once I did finish doing my eyeliner, I am using a small brush and going back with that same green eyeshadow. And I apply this on my lower lash line and smudge it just a little bit once I get to the outer corner, and smudge towards my inner corner as well. Then going back with that same gel liner, I am lining my waterline. Next, I do curl my lashes. Apply that on my top lashes and on my bottom. To go with my fall inspired look, and of course with the eyes and whatnot, I do want to use Trace Gold, and this is from and by MAC. To keep it warm in here, I do use MAC's Lip Glass in Chai. But now this look is definitely complete, and look at that, fall inspired all over, worm season, cozy cozy. For this final look, I wanted to do a holiday look, and I know the holidays probably aren't until maybe another month and a half or 2 months depending on what you celebrate, but regardless, you can never go wrong with the cranberry eyeshadow look. To get started on this look, I am using my BH Cosmetics 120 palette, and I will be using this dark cranberry eyeshadow. And with a small clean pencil brush, I begin by applying that on my crease, and I stop just about the middle of my crease in my eyeball. And then I just casually drag a line down towards my lash line. This will create sort of a wing. I am taking a fluffy blending brush, and I begin to focus my blending on the outer corner. And then I take a small blending brush once again, and I just define my crease a little bit more with the same cranberry. And then once again, just blend that out just one swipe, or maybe even 4. Now to highlight my brow, I am using Foxy from the Naked 2 palette. And using the same angled brush. Ooh, magic. The next shadow I am using is this taupe color, and this is Tease from the Naked 2 palette. And I apply that on my entire lid. And then for the inner corner, I am using Half Baked. And with a small pencil brush, once again, I do just apply that on my tear duct. Then with the same pencil brush, or with the same small tiny little pencil brush, I am using my BH Cosmetics once again, and I will be blending this dark, here we go, this dark grape purple color with this matte purple one. And I am applying this shadow on my crease and only focusing it on my outer corner. I don't want to blend it a little bit towards the center or inner corner. I just want to focus it on the outer corner. quickly, once again, blending that out. Just this little bit. And then just to darken up this look a little bit more, I am using Blackout from the Naked 2 palette. And I do also, once again, focus this black shadow only on the outer corner. And then I blend that out upward. So I flick it upward. Flick upward. Flick, flick, flick upward. And then I begin to blend that out. Apply a little bit of purple. And I pat that on top of the black. Now for a shadow on my lower lash line, I am using Dark Horse from the Naked palette. I begin to smudge the brown shadow on my lower lash line. Now moving on to the eyeliner, I am once again using Tarte Amazonian Clay waterproof gel liner, I believe it is, yeah. And of course, I do begin by applying it on the center. And once I do get to the outer corner, I don't necessarily wing it out that much. And once I do get to the inner corner, I do thin out the line a bit. Once I am finished with the shadows and the eyeliner, I do move on to curling my lashes. After that, I do apply mascara, and I apply that on my top lashes and on my lower lashes. Now moving on to the rest of the face, I am using Floor Power by MAC, and it's a really light pink shadow. Pink definitely complements brown eyes in a spectacular way, so I want to add more of a rosy cheek this time. And I begin to apply that on the apples of my cheeks. So if you have a light complexion, I would definitely recommend Floor Power, and if you have a dark complexion, I would definitely recommend Breath of Plum. Both of these are both gorgeous pink shadows, pink blushes, or some pink and plum that definitely complement brown eyes very well. And for the lips, I do want to go more with a pink plum. This time I am using Sugar Plum by Revlon. It's a lip butter from their collection. Now I am showing you guys how it looks with a plum soft color. But of course, for all of my rebellious beauties out there, I do apply Rebel by MAC, and of course this adds a totally different look to this entire fall holiday inspired look. I hope you guys enjoyed these tutorials, all 5 of them, and I hope you guys all find them useful. And oh shoot, forgot to show you guys how it looks with the eye color. Voila! Now it looks complete. Now life makes sense again, and I hope you guys have a beautiful day today. I will talk to you guys later. Bye guys.